and her speech is called The Inner Voice, not the outer voice.
The first time that I attended a Toastmasters meeting, I had no idea what I was walking into. I entered the room, and I saw about a dozen people milling around, chattering. There was one man, though, who stood out. He was walking around the room with a piece of paper in his hand. He would walk up to someone, talk to them for a moment, look at the paper, talk to them, write something down, and then carry on. He did this for a couple minutes and then made his way over to me. "Hi, I'm Gary," he said. We chatted for a minute, and then he said, "We're a little short on people tonight because of the holiday. How would you like to be our timer?" My inner voice was saying, "Timer? You don't even know what that is. You can't do that. Say no." But before I knew what was happening, my outer voice said, "Sure." Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, little did I know, being timer that night was no normal timing experience. We had a speech that was a judo demonstration. The speaker, a woman about my size, and her partner, a woman rather larger, were demonstrating judo moves. Because of this, the speaker could not actually see the lights. She told me, "I won't be able to see the lights. Just yell the times at me." Okay. We get to 5 minutes and my inner voice is going, "Green!" My actual voice goes, "Green." I didn't know it at the time, but being timer that night set the tone for my entire Toastmasters career. I had no idea what I was doing, but being the timer made me feel like part of the group. I was a part of the team. I was helping the team join together and grow. It was an invaluable experience. That was my first night. A couple weeks later, I joined that club. When I joined, I was told, "You'll be assigned a mentor." A mentor? Cool! I've never had one of those before. I waited. And I waited another week. And I waited another week. Finally, I said, "Gary, when am I actually going to be assigned this mentor?" He said, "Oh yeah, could I be your mentor?" And my inner voice was thinking, "He made you be timer. No!" But before I knew what was happening, my outer voice said, "Sure." Having a mentor has been an incredible, life-changing experience. I have learned so much. Beyond speaking, I've learned how to encourage people without pushing them so hard that you push them away. I've learned how to give feedback that builds people up rather than tearing them down. But the most important, most valuable lesson I've learned is the impact that a mentor can have on an individual. I can honestly say that I would not be here tonight with you were it not for my mentor. I would not be your division director this year. I would not have been an area governor last year were it not for my mentor. I learned that the power of a mentor is immeasurable. A new member recently asked me if I would be her mentor. My inner voice said, "You're 20 years younger than her. What could she possibly learn from you? No." But before I knew it, my outer voice said, "Sure. And would you like to be timer tonight?" Mr. Toastmaster.